Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Deacon Melvin Williams coming to you with another video. Again, I am at the construction site of the future home of Praise Cathedral Church of God in Christ. I'm here to document the progress that has been made on the rebuilding of our new sanctuary. At this present time, I am on the exterior, the east front exterior of the building. And in my last video, my son and I took the drone up and we gave everyone a bird's eye view of the facility, the parking lot area, and the surrounding grounds. And what I will endeavor to do this morning, briefly, is to give you a ground view, if you will, of the landscaping around the facility and also a close-up of the parking lot area. On your screen right now, this is right on the, as you can see cars passing by, that's on Ben Zingerman Road. And this particular portion is right next to the road area, and there are some trees that have been planted here. However, this area has not been sodded yet, but there are some trees that are planted there, and I'm going to pan across and show you the striping and the parking lot area, which is directly in front of the bus barn. Every bit of available space for parking has been utilized, and this is directly in front of the bus barn and going back out toward Ben Zingerman Road. I'm still in the parking lot area, ladies and gentlemen, and this is still on the Ben Zingerman side of the facility. And I'll just pan around, and the striping, just to show you that the striping is done, and that's some of the landscaping sod has been planted. We haven't had much winter here in San Antonio, if any at all, so the grass is beginning to turn green and grow. Not on this particular side, but some of it is, and it's going to be really nice. This is just west of the bus barn. As you can see, that's the bus barn. And as I forestated, every available space is being used for parking in the parking lot. This is Deacon Melvin Williams back at you again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still on the exterior of the facility, and the gentleman on your screen right now is Brother Ronald Garden, I'm sorry. And he's a photographer, professional photographer, member of the church, and he's out taking a few still shots, and we're collaborating a little bit together. And Brother Garden, would you have a word, please?
Oh yeah, I got a great word. The church is looking fantastic. I'm in here taking still pictures of what you're going to see later on. And all I'm doing is taking pictures of seeing some of the blemishes that's in there, so when they do the final walkthrough, they can see from the pictures what needs to be touched up and everything. So we're just making sure when this church is open up, it'll open up with open arms for everybody to enjoy.
Thank you so much, Brother Garden.
All righty.
I'm still on the exterior of the facility, ladies and gentlemen, and just to give you a few more shots of the landscaping. I'm just going to pan. I'm still on the east side, rear east side at this time. As you can see, there's some more landscaping, trees planted, grass sodded, parking spaces. I am still on the exterior of the facility, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on the rear west end of the facility, and I just want to show you a little bit of the landscaping that has been taking place here. All of the appropriate signs are up, handicap parking. Some more trees and shrubbery. This leads right up to the C.O.G.I.C. Things are coming along quite nicely, ladies and gentlemen. It will not be too long before we are able to move into our new facility. This is Deacon Melvin Williams back at you again, ladies and gentlemen. I am still on the exterior of the facility. I am on the far end of the parking lot area, and on your screen right now is the area that has been designated for our prayer garden. It's going to be quite large. I don't know if this can really give you a good shot of how big it's going to be. Right now it has not been developed. Quite a bit of the brush and exterior weeds, etc., have been removed, and it's beginning to take shape. You can kind of see what it's going to be like. There's some trees already in there, and I'm just going to pan and give you a little bit of what the prayer garden is going to be like. All of this area that's on your screen at this time has been designated as a prayer garden. There's parking back here as well. This is where the prayer garden is going to be located. I am still on the exterior of the facility, ladies and gentlemen. And what you see on your screen right now, I'm directly under the C.O.G.I.C, the main entrance into the facility. And what the gentlemen are working on right now, there's going to be a 50-foot tall cross. They're working on the foundation for that particular cross right now. It's going to extend upward 50 feet. Very impressive. They're working on the foundation for that cross right now, and it's right at as you go into the main facility. It's going to be right to your right-hand side. I am on the interior of the sanctuary at this time, ladies and gentlemen. On your screen is Ella Warford and Brother Ronald Garden. Just want to get a shot of them discussing various details of what we'll be doing today. Just going to pan around a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. This is the main sanctuary, still under construction. This is the balcony going up. Around. And then on the other side, it comes back down. What's very unique about this to me is the balcony actually starts on the first floor. This is the first floor. They have the stairway going up to the balcony area, and that's Deacon Murphy Robinson talking with some of the workers. And the balcony starts there, and it just, both sides. It just goes up and around.
Hello, Saints. I am excited to be talking to you today. And first thing I want to bring to your attention is that I'm not wearing a mask. And the reason I'm not wearing a mask is because those kinds of things that caused the major dust that was a problem to me have been taken care of. And as you view this video, you're going to see that a great deal has been done. We're getting ready to go in to this church. Now, initially, we're not going to be able to use the sanctuary, but we're looking for and hoping to get our temporary certificate of occupancy that will allow us to come into the facility, use all the office space, use all the classrooms, use the fellowship hall. We're not ready to use the kitchen yet because we've got some things that need to have happen there. And I'm standing in the sanctuary. We're not ready to use the sanctuary yet because, and you look over my shoulder, I'm just going to walk around, and Brother Melvin is going to follow me as I walk around. But you'll see that while the carpet is in, and you'll see that while the wood has been trimmed out, it still needs another coat of paint. The acoustic panels are not on the wall yet, although they are on site. We have them. You'll see that we've got the speakers up at the top of the sanctuary. Across the front, we've got the speakers across the front. But those are not the only speakers for the sound that are going to be in here. And there's still a lot of work to be done in this area, to include the chairs, the theater seats that have to go up the balcony, across the balcony, and down the other side. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm going to move over just a little bit, and you'll be able to see over my shoulder that John Jones from Everyday Construction, Jimmy Powers Goolsby Architect, and Nick from Powers Goolsby Architect, Deacon Robertson, and the provider who's subcontractor who's putting in the flooring. They're discussing the intricacies of the code base, that thing that's going to connect the stairs to the wall, and how that's going to be cut, and how that's going to look, so that you have a great product and a safe product. I want to share a terminology with you now that you haven't heard from me before, but I want to share it with you. You probably won't have heard it from anybody else, but it's 3SP, 3SP. When you come into this facility, I want you to think about 3SP. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and say that belongs to Praise Cathedral, 3SP. And what does that stand for? That stands for safety. That stands for sanitary. That stands for security, and it stands for presentation. So every time we come in here, we want to make sure that everything we do is safe. We want to make sure that everything we handle is sanitary, left sanitary, clean. We also want to make sure that it is, what did I say? I said safe, I said sanitary, and secure. We don't want anything getting lost. And then the other thing is P, and P stands for presentation. We want this to be the most presentable, the most welcoming, the grandest facility that anybody can ever want to attend church in or go to a meeting in or just be involved in. And this is your church. It is safe, it is secure, and it is sanitary, and the presentation is first rate. And so we're taking the time now to ensure that all of those things are done. We're partway through our fire inspection, and we're hoping to get that. The building inspector has given us a temporary certificate of occupancy, so we passed that hurdle. The mechanical inspector from the city has given us permission for a temporary certificate of occupancy, so we passed that hurdle. Hopefully we'll get the fire and the plumbing later on today. So to God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things that he has done. And again, thank you for your support and your continued support, and for being the level of people, the quality of people that would allow Bishop Iglehart to provide the leadership as the master builder, the master architect of this, and you, the people that God has used, given the Gideon effect. Look that up, Gideon. Look that up, Gideon, to cause such a great thing to be done. And to God be the glory.
This is Deacon Melvin Williams back at you, ladies and gentlemen. I am still in the sanctuary area at this present time. I just want to give you a quick look at the choir stand. First, here are the stairs that lead up to the pulpit area. Going on to the pulpit area, there are some small stairs that go up to the choir stand. And I'm just going to pan across the choir stand. Taking into consideration, ladies and gentlemen, this is a construction area, so bear with us. The choir stand will seat 100 people. We're still going across. There are the stairs leading up to the choir stand on the other side. And as you can see, all of the woodwork has been, in most cases, in place and stained. And this is the baptismal above the choir stand. Woodwork there is in place and stained. That is the choir stand area. On the screen at this time, ladies and gentlemen, is the ceiling in the main sanctuary. Almost all of the tile for the cloud system is in. I'm just going to pan across. This is the ceiling. The lights are in. There are also some stage lights affixed topside. You can't see them. And this is the cloud system that is in the ceiling in the main sanctuary. Still a bit of work to be done, but for the most part, it's pretty well complete. This is Deacon Melvin Williams back at you again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting ready to close this video down. Presently, I am in the fellowship hall. I just want to give you a panoramic view of how the fellowship hall is shaping up. Very little work has to be done here. I think most of the work that has not been completed yet is in the kitchen area. As you can see, the walls, the lighting, the floor. It is one very, very nice facility. There are some gentlemen in the back working in the kitchen area, just panning around. This is your fellowship hall. This leads out from the fellowship hall. I'm going to have to cut this video a little bit short today, ladies and gentlemen. The fire marshal is here doing his inspection, along with several other entities from the city doing their final inspections on the facility. So we have to make room, give them their space to take care of their business. I would like to thank Ella Walford and Deacon Murphy Robinson for helping me with this video. They didn't have much time to dedicate to it, but I thank them for that. Also, Brother Ronald Garden, doing fantastic work. He was here taking some still shots, and it was really good to work with him today. And this is volume 23 in the series of volumes that I'm doing to document the journey from 901 North Pine Street to 5895 Ben Zingerman Road here in San Antonio, Texas. This is Deacon Melvin Williams, closing this video down. Thank you.